Welcome everybody, thanks for joining me today for another draft of Aetherdrift. I'm Nico aka Ananda MTG, trying to make the magic happen, so without further ado, let's draft. I want a good rare, Quack Feast, that's a good rare. There's also a Thundering Broodwagon. There is a Flood the Engine, an Ether Siphon, Andrider Spike Speeder, Pactal Terror, this Velohard Bike. This is just an amazing pack. I'm not even sure if Quack Feast is the best card out of this pack. The Thundering Broodwagon is also very, very good. Wow. What's the play here? Flood the Engine is also, it's just a very solid common removal. But the Quack Feast fits the mill strategy. So I think passing the Thundering Broodwagon is probably making my opponent go into black and green, but let's see what happens. I'll take the Quack Feast. Let's take the rare. And here there's a Tarian, which is a very good card, and a Stock Up. Grim Bauble is good, Nimble Thopterist is good. So what's the most solid pick? I think the most playable card is, to be honest, the Stock Up, or the Tarian. Tarian, to have a Tarian, it's the biggest creature in the format. But the Stock Up is also very, very good, and I think I'll try solid drafting, just taking the most playable card. And that's actually the Stock Up here. So I'm not trying to go into a specific color for now. Here we have a Spin Out and a Veteran Beast Rider and a Grim Bauble. And I think the Spin Out is just very, very good. And since that is another, I think black is open, maybe also blue here. The green and white card is very good, but I think the Spin Out is just the solid removal spell that I want in any black deck. And here we have a Sundial Dawn Tyrant, which I think is good in the artifacts deck, but I'm not sure if it's really good in any other deck. And the Stampeding Scurryfoot, which is just a very, very good green creature. There's also a Beast Rider Vanguard, but the Stampeding Scurryfoot is just very good. I'll take that. And here we have an Engine Rat. So I think the Engine Rat is the best card here. There's also a Cloudspire Captain, and we could go into some black and white deck, Starcher Engines deck, I think, maybe, but this is also for the Mounts and Vehicles deck. I'll still take the Engine Rat gladly here. And now we have a Venomsuckler Gag, which is a very solid 2-drop. There's also a Crash and Burn, and I think that's a very, very good removal card. Trip Up is nice, and I'll still take the Venomsuckler Gag. It's a 2-mana Death Touch card, and even if I just splash for those 2 cards, to be honest, they're worth it. So moving into white is not what I really am fond of, but here it seems to be the wow, this is just bad. These are just bad cards. I guess the Swiftwing Assailant, if I go into some Starcher Engines deck, it gets +0/+1 and has Vigilance, so not sure. And now we have a Spot Cycle Scouter, a Gravestalker, and a Camera Launcher, and a Blossoming Sands. And I think, to be honest, if I had taken the Veteran Beast Rider and now the Blossoming Sands, I think the green and white deck seemed open, but now I think the Gravestalker is just the best choice from this pack, to be honest, because I can cycle it, and if not, it's a somehow big creature, so it's not the best card. And here's another Blossoming Sands. Wow. So should I think about going into white and green? If that is an idea, there's also a ticket tortoise, which is also, this makes me a treasure token, so I guess that can be useful in a splash. And here's a black and white land that I also like. There's a Rover Blades and a Light Shield Parry, but I think the black and white land is the best pick here. And now there's a Ripclaw Wrangler and Light Will Enhancements, Unstoppable Plan. None of those cards are really interesting. So far we don't really know what we want here. Quack Feast, Spin Out. So I think the Guidelight Matrix is probably a playable card. Not really fond of that. When this enters, draw 2 cards, discard a card. Also, yeah, okay, and Foul Roads. So first pack is not looking too good here, and what we opened is a blue rare. Doesn't seem like blue is actually open, so there's a Guidelight Synergist, which is really nice in the artifact stack. I could have used one of those in my last draft. But the Mutant Severe is also good here, and the Gibrick Omnivore is just a vanilla thing here. To be honest, I think it's the best out of this pack for me. Again, I'm not really happy with how this is all going. So another Engine Red. There's also an Hour of Victory, but by the looks of it, we are definitely, the best cards that we have are black cards. And a second Engine Red is just a good thing here. So there is another black and white land coming our way, but we don't have any good white cards so far. We don't have this is a mount. This is a mouse, so no mounts, no mount synergies for the Cloudspire Captain. Again, white and green seem to be open, but you know what? I think it's probably what the person left to me went in. So I'll just take the Hazard of the Dunes, I guess. It's a solid green common here. And now there's a Velohard Bike coming our way, but also a Plow Through. And looking at my cards here, I think the Plow Through is the better pick for me. There's also a Gallant Strike, but I'm not sure, you know, if I am white actually, because these are like, I'm not gonna splash it for a Swift Wing Assailant. The Plow Through is what I definitely want here. So now we are black and green with a potential white splash, I guess, because that card is definitely worth splashing for. There's also a Jungle Hollow, but I think to pass on a Veteran Beast Rider, especially looking at the other cards in this pack, not too fond of any of those, so I think the Beast Rider is just the pick. Now we have a Lagak, and I think the Venomsec Lagak is really good. So we decided on those colors. Venomsec Lagak it is. Beast Rider Vanguard also good. I think it's to be honest, it's at the moment I do love the Lagak, but I think having a Beast Rider Vanguard in my deck is also a very, very good thing. So now there is the Calaxion, which I think is okay, you know, if I can remove something, it gets in for 7 damage. I have never taken this card before, but to be honest, maybe we should just give it a shot. This is on the maybe splash here. Velohard Bike helps me splash for the white Veteran Beast Rider, and other than that, we just didn't go into red, and I think now I don't want to get into red, to be honest. Haunted Hellride, Interface Ace, Spectral Interference, just nothing here. Silken Strength is okay. I'll take that. Definitely now I want some late game things here. I'm not gonna depend on this to win, actually. So I'll just take the Lotus Guard Disciple. Not gonna splash for that either. Gears. Wow, this is just okay. If we open a Gearhulk or something, that would be just the thing that we could need. We have some decent green commons, but like they're only decent green commons. We open the Captain Howler. Have a Fang Guardian and a Venom Lagak. There's also Pactal Terror and a Mutant Surveyor. And I think, to be honest, I'll take the Surveyor because just I can pump it later on. And that is a good ability. I already have a Lagak and I do like the Mutant Surveyor. Or... Yeah, you know what? I'll take that. So, there is a Fearless Swashbuckler again. Broken Wings. Siphon Fuel is, I think, probably the best card out of this pack for me. Because it's removal, it works. So we have 4 removal spells so far. Hazard of the Dunes, Gravestalker, okay. And here we have, wow, Unswerving Sloth maybe. You know, we are splashing white. So maybe let's just take the Unswerving Sloth. Max speed. At the beginning of your end step, why not? You know, I don't have many Start Your Engines cards, like none actually. But this Races Scoreboard, not sure if I want to play that even. Or the Rover Blades, just a nice little double strike equipment. Like it's only useful, but on the Engine Red, for example, that's actually good. So I'll take the Rover Blades. Now we have a Bestow Greatness, which I am fond of. And to be honest, that's probably the best card for me out of this pack. I don't really love the Risky Shortcuts, even though we could use some interaction, but this is a nice combat trick. It's better than the Risky Shortcut. So let's do it like this. Here's a Right Sand, which I will gladly take. Over the Beast Rider Vanguard. One solid spin out. Like the Right Sand is a very good removal spell. I'll take that. And now there is a Beast Rider Vanguard. I knew it. I knew somehow that there is another one coming my way. And now I do love it. I do love to take it. It fits my curve. I want that. Second Beast Rider Vanguard. And now there is actually the Gearhulk. Whoa, nice. Okay. So this just got another level. This deck might actually be good now. Double white, you know, is not the best thing here. Vanguardian, you know what? It's okay to play one of those. Ticket Tortoise to make the treasure token, but it's just the least good. It's not the best. Oh, so we want that card. We have a mana source here, so that's good. Leonin Surveyor, sure. Electric Jaguar, Ticket Tortoise. Like this can help with the splash, you know, and it's a 3-1 defender. I think it's okay. I think it's better than the Electrian Jaguar. Light wheel enhancements. And risky shortcuts. Sure. Another one. So I think, you know what? Let's look at this deck. Okay, this is the deck, how I'll play it. We have 2 Engines Rats and a Stampeding Scurryfoot. We have 2 Beast Rider Vanguards and a Venom Cycler Gag. Definitely not very good with the 2 drops here, but then we have a Mutant Surveyor, Risky Shortcut, Calaxion, Bestow Greatness, and a Veteran Beast Rider. The Hazard of the Dunes and the Brightglass Gearhulk, the Unswerving Sloth, the Gravestalker, some lands, and here we have 6 solid spells: Plow Through, Quack Feast, Silken Strength, Spin Out, Ride's End, and the Siphon Fuel. Mana wise, we have the Ticket Tortoise and the Velo Hard Bike. I could love some more 2 drops actually, but you know what? I think this deck can work, and let's just see how it goes. Okay, I'm not too stoked on this hand because I don't have a black mana source, but you know what? I can cast the Lagak and the Beast Rider, so I think that's a keepable hand here. Playing the forest, passing the turn, opponent played this land, black and white, Orzhov land. Okay, so now I'll play the Lagak. Passing the turn, opponent draws a card and plays an Amonkhet Raceweight followed by a Leonin Surveyor. Sure, first strike creature. Playing a forest, and now I'll play the Veteran Beast Rider. Sure. So I will. This is an aggressive deck, so I think killing their creature here, they're not gonna block. So that's what I thought. Could have saddled it even. I didn't think of that. Now I can saddle this. That's a good idea. Okay, opponent passes the turn without playing something. And I think, you know what? I think they have a maximum overdrive, to be honest. So I'll just attack with the... Yeah, I'll attack. They have a maximum overdrive, I am sure. Next to damage. Okay, so I'll activate the pumping here. Now they're cycling a Shepherd Archie. Nice. So good. Okay, opponent goes down to 12 and I untap my creatures. That feels good. Feels like a solid start. Still, definitely need a black mana source. That's good. We drew one. Playing, so this has Vigilance, start your engines. This... 3, 4. I'll just attack with both, I guess. They are block. They're gonna block the Pride of the with the Pride of the Road. Oh, they're not blocking. Wow. So I think, okay, this kills my Death Toucher. I don't want it to die. Playing that, and opponent goes down to 9 life. Playing the Engine Rat, untapping all of my creatures. That is a very, very solid start. Opponent plays a Dune Drifter, sure. Followed and returns the Leonin Surveyor. So now we need 2 black mana sources to cast either, but we can just attack with all of my creatures, and I can make them lose 2 life with this. So I'll just attack with everything but the Engine Rat. Or should I just be pressuring enough? Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. No, I want to keep the engine red. Crewing the Dune Drifter. Sure. Next to blockers. Okay. So I'm not gonna pump for 1 because... Oh yeah, I'm gonna pump for 1. Then this doesn't die. And I'm fond of my Lagak living here. Opponent concedes. Making the magic happen. But okay. Hand is looking okay. Gonna keep that. A land, another land would be great, but... Hello. Passing the turn. Opponent is a red aggressive deck, it seems. Okay. Going down to 19 live. Now I'll play the Beast Rider Vanguard. They have a removal spell. Hour of Victory. Okay, making a token. Sure. At max speed, they can sack this enchantment and search for a card. No blocks here. Gonna go to 18 life. Opponent increases their speed to 2. We drew the Brightglass Gearhulk, but this time we don't have white mana. Yeah, I guess we can just do the risky shortcut or play the Velohard Bike. Next turn I can risky shortcut here. No attacks at this point. I want to play a defensive game. Okay, opponent place a camera launcher. Sure. Pass to attackers. I do wanna block, I guess. Like, they are going to increase their speed anyway, but no, I'll take the 3 damage for now. So white mana source, white mana source. First strike trample. We drew the white mana source, so we can cast the Gearhulk. Search your library for 2 artifacts, creature, or enchantments with mana value 1 or less. Reveal them, put them in your hand. I'm not sure if I can really use that if I have any spells. Like, yeah, I have the Engine Rat and the Stampeding Scurryfoot. Sure, that's really nice to be honest. Cool. Okay, so do I want to attack? Sure, why not? I want to attack here. Beast Rider Vanguard. Opponent takes 2 damage. Passing the turn. Opponent draws a card. Brightglass Gearhulk for the win. I can't believe I opened this in the whatever so late. Okay, Crypt Caller Chariot, sure. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, create that many 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. Opponent plays a mountain. That's a nice one. I like that actually. Okay. They're not attacking because I have the Brightglass Gearhulk. Like, it's a first strike trample of 4/4. It's okay. It's not the best card in the world, but it's a good card. They are attacking for 1 damage. There, I don't want my engine red dead, so I'll just not block. I can live with 1 damage. Okay. Opponent is now at maximum speed. Don't have here. This is now available to them. Okay, we drew a white mana source. And there's so many things we can do. We can play the Stampeding Scurryfoot. We can play the Beast Rider Vanguard. And I think we just start filling up the board. Stampeding Scurryfoot. Exhausting, activating that ability, creating a 3/3 elephant, and next to combat. Do I want to attack? Sure. Like, they can crew this, so I think not yet. No, not yet. End the turn. Velohard Bike is... This is a good card. Okay, here, opponent. Curse Cloth Wrappings. Zombies get +1/+1. Okay, and target creature in your graveyard gains Embalm. Sure, yeah. Okay. They can get some creatures back here, but they don't have any creatures, so it's not the end of the world at the moment. This is some mid-rangey Rakdos deck. Opponent. Attacking for 1 with the Dynamite Diver. Gonna take that damage. No blocks. Okay, so they have 1 card in their hand. My turn. I can spin it out. I can just spin it out. That's good. And now it's time to attack. Playing the Beast Rider Vanguard. Crewing the Velohard Bike. With that Beast Rider Vanguard. And now I want to attack with this card, with this card, with this card, even with this card. Yeah, like, you know what? Not with this. Okay, oh, they have a 3/3, so not with this as well. Okay, that's how I want to attack. Camera launcher can be made into a... Oh no, they don't have the mana to make it into a 3/3. Okay. That's 4 damage. Opponent goes down to 14 life. I think that's the game. Probably, like, they're not gonna be able to recover from that, I guess. I do have the Right's End, but I'm not gonna use it on the Dynamite Diver. At this point of the game, I can sacrifice my Engine Rat. That's a sacrifice I will be able to survive. So let's try to make the magic happen. Hour of Victory, sure. Come on. They found a card, probably some removal spell. So I still have the risky shortcut in my hand, which is just very nice. Okay, and Bomb Descendant on the camera launcher, sure. I forgot about that already, but it's good that they have it. so playing the land, exiling target creature or vehicle, playing the Calaxion, attacking with those two, I guess, or probably again, should I just attack with all? Like the worst thing that can happen is they kill either the Scurryfoot or the Beast Rider Vanguard. With that, then it's 4 damage. Then they block with this Gearhulk with that and kill that, and then they still have that, and I lost 1 creature, but 2 creatures. I lost 2 creatures, so I think it's still a good trade because I have the Calaxion. So I'll just attack with all, and I guess that's how they're gonna block. That's how I would block. I would block this and this, and the Dynamite Diver for the Brightglass Gearhulk. But you know it has tramp. Oh, okay. Fair enough. So that's 4 damage and 2 more. Good, so opponent is down at 7 life, killing my engine rat, having 1 blocker, but at this point I think I also have the Right's End. I am at 14 life. They can return something, but with the Right's End I am pretty sure that the next turn Shepherd Archfiend. Wow, oh, okay, so this changes things. Yeah, that's annoying, but you know, I'm still gonna be able to survive that. That's what I have the removal spell for. My turn. So we have the Siphon Fuel. Just going to kill that. And now I'm at 16 life, attacking opponent. Is taking 4 damage, going to 3, passing the turn. Like if they find a removal spell, they still can things turn around. Things can still turn around, but you know, I think I think this game is pretty good for me. Embalmed Descendant, sure. Bringing back the Shepherd Archfiend, sure. Embalming it, okay. So Quack Feast, how many cards are there? Poof. Now I can attack. That's it. Making the magic happen. This deck works. Cool. Okay. Well, don't really like it. I can cycle the Gravestalker, I guess. So okay. Things starting to look okay here now. Blossoming Sands. So now I could definitely end the turn. Use the cycling. I want a green mana source. Voyager Quick Welder, sure. Cycling that. And we didn't find a green mana source, but we found a Mutant Surveyor and the Calaxion, I think, but to be honest, the Calaxion can just be killed by the Quick Welder, so the Mutant Surveyor is the better choice. Caradora, okay. When it enters, search for a mount or vehicle, reveal it, put it into your hand. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature or vehicle you control, that many +1/+1 counters are put on it. Okay, so spinning out the Caradora. Don't like that. And before that gets annoying, opponent draws a card, plays a Forest and a Skyseer's Chariot. Sure. Activated abilities. Ooh, that's a tough break, because this now costs. Okay, found the green mana source. Playing the Hazard of the Dunes. Trample and Reach, and no point in attacking now. Opponent draws a card. Playing a Ticket Tortoise. Not creating a treasure token. And collision coursing my Hazard here. That sucks. Because they had 4 permanents. So no blocks here. Okay, so what's the play? I think the 3/3, making the 3/3, or do I just surprise them with that? That is 1, 2, and that is 1, 2, 3. So I can even cast that later on. So I'll just play the risky shortcut. Two creatures fight each other. No, I don't want that now. Destroy target vehicle. I can destroy target vehicle after they... No, it's a sorcery. But I can just destroy it anyway, because then it... Ooh, now I can't... Oh, use the Silken Strength. And I am at... No attacks. I am at 12 life. But I think now still... Okay. No blocks. I'm at 9 life, so I think now I can just... Everything can turn around. Exhausting now. Making the creature. No. Playing the Beast Rider. No. Yeah, I can trade with the elephant now. I would trade just. No attacks. Glad I took the Mutant Severe here. Right's End. Okay, sure. So now I'm at okay, didn't attack. So I can play the Calaxion here. I can attack with those two here. And even with the Stampeding Squarefoot, sure. Because, you know what? I have the Bestow Greatness, I have the Silken Strength. Let's just go in for surprise. Okay, that's how they wanna play it. So, this just needs to get +1, +2 and reach. And this needs to get +4, +4 and trample. Nice. Yeah. So that is going in for some damage. I'm increased my speed to 3. Opponent still has the Sundial Dawn Tyrant. Perilous Snare, okay. Wow, that's fair. Exiling my thing here. What's it called? That wasn't it. So we drew the Gearhulk, which I am fond of. And I still think... Oh, we can get the... Yeah, sure. We can get the Engine Rats. And play both. We can play both of the Engine Rats. That's nice. So I can go and attack with those two creatures, actually. Okay. Ooh, that was a... Why it didn't have flying. Destroy target artifact. Oh, it is an artifact creature. Okay. Sure, I still attack. Opponent goes to 11 life. I'm at maximum speed. I have both my engine rats here to block. They are plowing through the mutant severe. Sure. Okay, I can now use that max speed ability and play the... Okay, what's the play? Calaxion. Sure, they don't have a creature here. Playing the Beast Rider as well and just attacking with those two. Opponent goes down to 8 life, draws a card. Plays a Brightfield Mustang, which I can just Quack Feast and that's it. Nice. Okay. So... wow, what just happened? I had accidentally opened another instance of Magic, so I was just sitting here waiting, and I just switched, which is not good because now I have this hand, but I can cycle this, I guess. I didn't have so what happened is I didn't have the time to look at this hand because of the second instance of Magic I opened here. End the turn. I'm glad that I found this second instant because I was looking at the other one, and if I didn't find this, then I would have lost the game probably. Passing to attackers. Sure, going in for 1 damage. I'm cycling my Gravestalker. Finding a forest. Opponent is at speed 2. Okay, forest. And now I can play the risky shortcuts. I can draw 2 cards. Do I have to discard? Wow, that hurts. But I'll discard the green card, to be honest, the forest, because this is double white, this is double black, and I have no double green cards. Start your engines. Opponent is attacking. I'm down at 12 life. Played an engine red, which sucks, but now I can start by playing the Vanguard. And next turn I can play the spin out, so I also have the plow through. Just hope I can stall them long enough here. They're still gonna go in for a lot of damage here, and I'm not gonna block. Do I want to block? Like, it's not ideal, I don't love it, but I have to block this because otherwise... Well, I should have blocked the engine red probably, whatever. Molt Tender, not looking good for me. Hazard of the Dunes and spin out. Unswerving Sloth, I guess. 5/5. It's the biggest creature here. So I'll play that. If opponent has... Ooh, what is this? Okay. Pay 2 life, draw a card, man. Okay. So they have 1, 2. This costs 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They can make it a 5/6, which sucks. But I need to block. Do I? Wow, this just sucks. No blocks. Come on. What are they doing? So, going down to 6 life. Casting a Migrating Catrodon. This game is just crazy. So, okay, I have a Lagak and I have a spin out. So this is the best thing to do here, I guess. And now I can plow through the Lagak. No, okay, now it's okay. I think I can just destroy the last ride. So no vigilance here, which sucks, but no attacks. Okay. You can't win them all, so if I lose this game, I'm still surprised with how the draft and how the games went. So I'll trade for this, or do I trade for this one? I'll trade for this and take the 1 damage, and also take, that's 2 life they can take from me. Siphon fueling something next turn, and Hazard of the Duning that has reach, so the Brackage Gearhulk is not as annoying anymore. If I saddle, that gains indestructible. Untap all creatures you control. Sure. Saddle. Attack. Attacking. Untapping all creatures I control. Good. End the turn. Okay, so now I need to block. So this has reach, and oh yeah, that's too bad, man. Okay, I'm going to keep that hand. Don't have a 2-drop, don't have a 1-drop, but I still think it's a good hand, honestly. Okay, this is my backwater, so I play the forest. Scurryfoot, 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 or Engine Rat would be nice. White, Engine Rat, but I wanted an Engine Rat, not the opponent. So do I cycle that? Or do I say I have more than enough mana here? And I can turn cast something next turn, so I'm not gonna cycle it at the moment, because later on it can be a solid thing. Okay, that's the flyer that counters a spell. Oh yeah, for a blue mana source. Sure. Okay, white mana source, Mutant Severe. Opponent attacks with both their creatures. No blocks. Going down to 16 life. Opponent plays a Midnight Mangler. I drew an Engine Rat playing a Swamp. Attacking with the Mutant Severe. Opponent doesn't block. So, do I pump? No, I'll play the Velhard Bike and the Engine Rat. Engine Rat. Velhard Bike. Next turn, or the turn after that, the Gravestalker. Risky Shortcuts is also... That's good, I'm glad I have this card. I tend not to draft it, but you know, having a copy of this is actually... it's a fine thing. Okay. Another Swamp, so now we are able to cast the Gravestalker even... They have the Engine Rat now, so I think I'll just Gravestalker them here, or do I just... I don't want to use Siphon Fuel on the Engine Rat, I guess. I'll crew that for 2. And attack for 4. Yeah, like this, why not? Okay, Engine Rat versus Engine Rat. That is a fair trade in my opinion, to be honest. Now I can just cast the Gravestalker here and pass the turn. Pax Altera, sure. I'm going to Siphon Fuel that, I guess. Opponent goes in for 2 damage. I'm at 13 life. Opponent is at 23 life, but Mindspring Merfolk, sure. They can exhaust it and draw X cards and put a +1/+1 counter on each Merfolk they have. So first I'll just attack. Opponent is taking the damage, so now I'll Siphon Fuel the Pax Altera. And opponent goes down to 16 life. I'm at speed 3, passing the turn. Next turn I want to play that Beast Rider Vanguard and the Risky Shortcut. Opponent has a removal spell for my Gravestalker. Okay, and going in for 3 damage. 1, 2. So we drew the Ticket Tortoise. That's a solid defender. I want to play that. I want to play the Vanguard as well. And I want to attack. Oh no, sure. I want to draw 2 cards as well. Why not? Auto pay. We both lose 2 life. We have a Right's End. That's good. Playing another land. Attacking with the Mutant Surveyor here. So even if they draw X cards, I think they can't even activate that ability because they don't have 2 blue mana sources here. Attacking for 2. That's it. And I think, okay, do they have some big thing I want to get rid of? Dune Drifter, sure, but that's just, okay, returning the Pax Altera, gaining a life, alright. So what's the play? I think the Pax Altera is what needs to go away here. Playing the land. Attacking with the Mutant Surveyor. So I'll activate that ability. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want to cast the Right's End later, so that's 4 damage that I like to give, but that's it. This needs to be crewed for 2, so I guess they're gonna crew that with the diversion unit. No, they're just going to attack with the diversion unit, sure. Taking 2 damage. So I'll Right's End the Pax Altera, sure. Oh, I can't afford it. Alright. So, okay, I can Quack Feast it. Why not? Now they're gonna crew that here. And so they can draw X cards next turn. Do I wanna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I can just kill this. No, I'll just wait here. They still have the counter spell ability I just saw. Do I want to attack with the Mutant Surveyor, I guess? Okay, so they are blocking. Then okay, activating that ability, but now I can right end the what do I right end now? The Mindspring Merfolk, I guess. No, I'll need they draw 7 cards now. So I need to be, but that now is the only turn where they cannot counter my spell. So I think that's the right play here. Not sure though. And the turn. Okay, opponent plays a land. And now they can just play. They have a lot of cards. Shepherd, Archfiend. Okay, that's my creatures gone. Okay. That is cruel here. Okay, I'm going down to 2 life. And camera launcher, sure. So I guess that's the game. That just turned everything around. So what's the thing to do? Yeah, just attack. They have a flyer, so I guess. No, I guess that's just it. I can't win here. I don't want to accept that. I want to win with my Mutant Severe. But I'm not gonna. So, okay. Alright. Is that a keep? I guess. I'll be able to cast most of the things I draw. So, unless my opponent is very, very speedy, I think that is a good hand here. Do the right thing, the thing we wanted. Okay, opponent goes in for a damage. My turn. I'm drawing a card, playing a land, playing the Beast Rider Vanguard. Opponent cycles a Thundering Broodwagon. Oh wow, I think we are going against the Golgari Graveyard deck. Let's just hope they don't find the very fast way to reanimate that. So do I want to Quack Feast that or just... That is annoying, you know? I'll play the Vanguard for now here. And... like, I don't want them to fight. That's the whole point. No attacks. Not now. Okay, opponent. So we're playing the Veteran Beast Rider. No attacks. They have some reanimation spell. Or some removal spell. At least side swipe, sure, okay. And now they're casting an Ooze Patrol. Wow, I hate the Golgari deck. 5/5 already. So I only have 1 card in my graveyard. Don't like that. Choose one to put in my hand, put the rest on the bottom. Okay. No attacks. I can get rid of the Ooze Patrol by the Engine Rat plus the Plow Through. I don't have many late game interaction, like, okay, Thundering Bootwagon, making me sack the Beast Rider Vanguard. This has Menace and Reach. Sucks. No blocks, so I need to destroy the target vehicle. That. And now I will play the planes, we'll play the Unswerving, we'll play the Engine Rat, and I will attack for 2. Now I have 1, 2, 3, and then it's the number of cards in your graveyard. So I think that's the... Do I want to get rid of the Ooze Patrol or just wait if they have something even bigger? Get rid of it. So, okay. And that's my turn. Next turn I can cast the Unswerving Sloth here. Opponent plays a land and a Ripclaw Wrangler. So what I want to discard the Silken Strength rather than the Unswerving Sloth. Resolve, discard. Okay, Unswerving Sloth. I want to cast that and play the planes, why not? Attacking for 3. Opponent is at 15 life. Plays a... They have 1 card at hand, so... Okay, have a removal spell. That sucks, but you know what? I'll play the... I'll attack here. And play the Mutant Surveyor. End the turn. If I am fast, maybe I can win this game. Mutant Surveyor is just a very good card, in my opinion. Agonosaur Rex, that sucks, come on. And my spin out is in the graveyard, I saw it. Wow, that's not cool. Okay, Gravestalker here. But I have the Engine Rat, so don't think that they want to attack right now. No attacks. They can go in for 7 damage, but having the Engine Rat is just what saves me at the moment, I guess. Deathless Pilot, sure. They're gonna cast that, which means they don't have another card they can cast, or they wanna cast. Crewing that for sure. Passing to attackers. That is just 1, 2. So I can make it a 4/5. This has Menace? No. Okay. They just didn't see that, or do they have some combat trick? No, they just didn't see it, which is good. Okay, now we have a Hazard of the Dunes, and that, yeah, I want to play that now, and just not attack at the moment. So this can get 3+1+, okay, no discarding here, and opponent passes the turn, I guess. Wow, I'm super happy that I have the Engine Rat. So now, do I sacrifice a creature? Do I want to try and make them block? And then, if they block, like whatever, they're gonna block, I'll attack with all of my creatures. So now they're gonna wanna block here. They're blocking with the Ripclaw Wrangler, sure. And with the Agonosaur, that's how they block. So now I'll make this a smaller thing and this a bigger thing, and that was very, very nice. Wow, making the magic happen. This is going my way. So that's 2 damage for me. I can't cast a Legak. I can just activate that ability, go in, and that's making the magic happen. Okay, it's not possible to keep that hand. Like, we have the Tortoise, but if this enters, if an opponent controls more lands, opponent goes first, so actually this could work. We could make a green, and if we draw, so I'll try it, because with that Tortoise, if opponent plays 3 lands, which I think they're probably gonna wanna do, then I'm going to get the treasure token. Okay, attacking for 1, playing another engine rat. I'm going to 19 life. No. Okay. So I'm not going to cast it now. I have to cast it next turn, because then only then I get the treasure token. Okay, that's. Do I Rights and an engine rat? Sure. It needs to be gone. It needs to be gone anyway later. So now I have a black man. Now I'll cast the Ticket Tortoise, and with the black mana source, now I'll cast the Stampedings or the the Scurryfoot. Pay. That's it. So opponent's not gonna attack as long as I have the Tortoise. But now I'm still lacking green mana. Green Bauble. Oh wow, that's my Scurryfoot dying. My mousey. It's a little mouse. It's cute. And it's okay, I never seen that. I have never seen that. So, but we want a black source. We can call. Like, I want to play this. 2 green sources, nice. No. So that's good. That's what we wanted. 1 damage. Okay. Now, what's the play? Play the Vanguard. Play the. They have some removal spell. Play that. They're gonna remove that. And if not, they're play that as well. So if they can't remove it, that's good. If they can, then it's gone, but then they'll have used their removal, and then they're not gonna be able to kill my Beast Rider here. Opponent surveilling 2. Alright, passing the turn. So now I'll play that, or maybe just even the Chitin Gravestalker, or do I just kill the engine rat, go in for 7? Maybe that's the right play, because this won't run away, you know. They have no vehicles to cruise, to crew. I can go in for 9 damage. I am fond of that. Okay, so now they're using their removal spell, but I'm fine with that because now I can get the Beast Rider into play, and also the Gravestalker is cheaper. Buccaneer, alright, and also we have the Gearhulk. Sure, why not the Gearhulk? And we can get our engine rats, and we can cast both of them. This is just insane. This is just so much fun. No attacks now. Opponent draws a card and plays a swamp. Nimble Aetherdrift, creating a Thopter token here, playing the swamp, playing the attacking with the Gearhulk, and also with the just with the Gearhulk, I guess, or with the engine rats as well. Sure. No, I'll attack with the Gearhulk. Doom. That's 4 damage into their face. Untapping my Gearhulk, playing the Gravestalker as well. Now my board is looking really solid. Opponent has 4 cards in their hand, so okay. So video recording stopped during this draft, which is really sad for me here now. Just gonna get in with all of my creatures. But let's just hope there's not too much of the video cut. Crewing that, sure. Okay, opponent is okay, that's how they block. I can even pump all my creatures here. Pumping all of them, sure, I will pump all of them. One can even pump them 2 times. Which is just insane. What a crazy deck. Wow. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, nice. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't want to keep that. That's not a good starting hand. Like, if I had a green source, it would be fine, but that is much better. Okay, what to put back? Probably the Silken Strength. Not as important now. Or maybe the Plow Through. Now, with the Engine Rat, you know, put the Silken Strength back. Okay. Playing an Engine Rat. Opponent draws a card. Plays a Plains. And a Gilded Goda. When it attacks while saddled, create a treasure token. So, Beast Rider Vanguard, it is. And no attack. I could have attacked there, probably wouldn't have blocked here. Creating a treasure token, attacking while saddled. No blocks. So, playing a forest. Should I plow through, I guess? No, yeah, I'll plow through because fights target creature and opponent's controls. Let's just see what they're playing here. I mean, I have the Hazard of the Dunes next turn, so I can take 5 more damage, I guess. And if they cast something that's a real threat, I'm able to plow through. Brightfield Mustang, sure, that is the one that gets bigger. Okay. Sure, that saddles. 5 damage, creating another treasure token. That Boros deck can be really fast. So I'll play the Hazard of the Dunes, sure. And attack with the Beast Rider Vanguard. Since, or do I wanna play the defensive game here? Opponent is that's not a mount, so it can't put a +1/+1 counter on itself. Dracosaur. Wow, that sucks. Still, they're not gonna attack with the Dracosaur. Gonna attack with the Brightfield Mustang, sure. And I definitely think... Oh wow, that hurts here. But I will block the Dracosaur. And I will block the... Wow, that hurts, man. It needs to be settled for 4. Do I take 4 damage? No. I take 4 damage from the Mustang here, but the Dracosaur needs to go. Now we have a Ticket Tortoise. Creating a treasure token, playing a land, and destroy target vehicle. I can... What's the play here? I can make this fight the mechanic here, just to slow them down a little. Doesn't look too good for me here. Opponent's deck is fast and solid. If I interfere, then it's good, but Bulwark's Ox, when this creature attacks while saddled, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature, on target creature. Sacrifice this creature, which is you control, with counters get indestructible and hexproof. So I wanna kill that and hope for some... Yeah, for 5 damage is okay, but... Come on, I am not able to cast this. That's 3 damage, going down to 4 life. And wow, that's fast. Lightning Strike, Lightning Strike. So the Boros deck can work, actually pretty good. And that's the last game for me. Still, I am amazed by how this deck turned out. The way it started, it was like... I didn't think it was a good idea. I just thought maybe I should kick it. But to be honest, I got 5 wins, so I think this deck actually this actually turned out to be a really solid deck. Now, should I have changed anything? Don't think so, to be honest. The Quack Feast was lying in my hand sometimes, but I think that was just a very good deck here. I was super lucky with opening that Gearhulk, and I had solid 2 drops, solid 3 drops. I am happy. So if you like the video, hit the like or subscribe button. It helps me out make more content like this, and well, wish you a nice day.